Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to CHS Stadium. We're getting ready here for the second game of our doubleheader tonight. And we thank you for joining us on NineNorth Sports. I'm your announcer, Alex Susko. And it's a beautiful evening. We just saw, not too long ago, a great game between Rosetown and Hamlin Purple. Hoping for another good game here between Tri-City Red and Tri-City Maroon. Take a look here at the standings. These are the standings after that game I just talked about, where Hamlin Purple stays in their place in second place. Rosetown stays in third. Those would have switched had Rosetown run one. And you see Tri-City Red, Tri-City Maroon down there. Similar records, and so hopefully we can see a good game here tonight. And these are two interesting teams that have had up and down seasons. Both of them, we've certainly seen moments where they play very well, other moments where it hasn't been as pretty. One of those moments was actually the last time these two teams played, where Tri-City Maroon blew out Tri-City Red by 10 points, 14-4. And so, a score like that, what that indicates is that, Tri-City Red really needs to improve on how they can make their pitching unpredictable, how they can make it hard for Tri-City Maroon. As you see, Tri-City Red will be starting at bat. We are off and running here. Will Fullen starting at bat for Tri-City Red. Strike right there. That's two quick strikes. And a quick strikeout to start this game. So, that was part of the issue for Tri-City Red against this team last time they faced each other, was the disparity in pitching. Maroon throwing in lots of strikeouts, while Red unable to match. And you see a hit there. That'll be an out at first. So two quick outs to start this first inning. My apologies on that scoreboard. Putting it up now. 0-0, top of the first. At bat now is Nate Edelman. He's having a pretty good season so far with 46 batting average. One of the stronger batters perhaps the strongest batter on this Tri-City Red team, but what he's looking at is two outs right now, nobody on base. He gets a connection with it there, but it's foul ball. So he's at two strikes now. Connection with it, but the throw is there and he's out at first. So Tri-City Maroon making quick business of Tri-City Red there at the top of this first inning. We'll see how Tri-City Red can respond on the pitching end and what Maroon can do on the batting end. But I think keys to this game for Tri-City Red is to, it's obviously to get the momentum early on. If you can get a couple strikeouts, that's going to be huge for the confidence in your pitcher. That's going to be huge for you. You have to remember that Tri-City Red has a better record than Tri-City Maroon, even though in their matchup earlier in the season it was a blowout in favor of Maroon. So Tri-City Red is definitely a team to be reckoned with when they're on their game, but it comes down to the pitching for them. Can they figure out a way to keep the pitching unpredictable where these Tri-City Maroon batters can't connect with it the way they want to? You saw there, nothing doing for Tri-City Red at the top of the first inning. We'll see if Maroon goes out the same way. His first up at bat for Tri-City Maroon is number 2, Jack Townsend. And Jack Townsend has had a pretty good season so far. 36 batting average, 57 on base percent. He'll start his count with a strike and a ball. Two strikes now. Sam Moen, the pitcher for Tri-City Red. Oh! Wild pitch, and he gets hit, so he'll walk to first. So already Maroon, 0 outs, has a runner on base. That's a positive way to start for them. Cody Glashing now at bat. See if he can advance his teammate from that first base. Inside pitch there. Outside there. It's called a strike though, so striking a ball to start his count. It's Glasheen also having a very good season with 42 batting average, 51 on base percent. So we know he can certainly slug it when he gets the connection. Just like that, but that one is over the head of the left fielder. So plenty of space to run, and Maroon has a runner coming home. He'll get there. So excellent start for Tri-City Maroon, and they get a runner in. And still a runner on second with 0 outs. So excellent start for Tri-City Maroon. And it was Red, we talked about needing to come out with some flair, with some energy, with momentum. But the first run of the game goes to Tri-City Maroon. And they're in good position here. Like you can see, runner on second, no outs. at bat now is MJ Kohler-Lehman. And he hasn't played as many games as some of his teammates. He's played 6. Whereas a number of other players have played all 10. But he gets a good hit there, and that'll at least be a base hit. Runner thought about coming home, didn't. So Glasheen stays at third. Pretty smooth operation right now, though, for Tri-City Maroon. Runners at first and third, 0 outs. Looking really good to start off this game, and this is how you want to start it off. With batter Elliot Gustafson up now. He's having a pretty good season as well. Batting average of 34, on base percent of 40. There's a strike right there, but the catcher didn't catch, and second base was being stolen. So now runners on second and third. And there's a wild pitch, and a runner will come home. Another runner will advance to third. So Tri-City Maroon off to a heck of a start here. 2 runs in, runner on third, 0 outs still. It's the bottom of the first inning. Gustafson still at bat. And, you know, Tri-City Red can't afford to be beating themselves. And that's the thing. They, you know, if Tri-City Maroon beats you, you know, you say, nice job, they're a tough team, they played well. But if you're beating yourself by throwing errant passes, missing catches, throwing pitches that hit, you know, hit the batter and send them walking, you're beating yourself. And, you know, as you can see, the team meeting here says as much, that they got to get it together here. They got to collect themselves and figure out how they, what's wrong. Because 2 batters for Maroon have been hit so far by pitches, and they scored 2 runs and there's 0 outs. So that's a concerning start if you're Tri-City Red. But that's the key is, you know, if the other team beats you, you say nice job, tough team, we'll get them next time. But if you beat yourself, that's something you can't make up for. So Tri-City Red needs to get it together here. Obviously, long game, but not the start they wanted. Another errant pitch. That time they do get the runner out at home. The runner on first does advance to second base though. So potentially a break there for Tri-City Red as that runner was coming in hot. Just didn't get there in time. But these errant pitches are not what Tri-City Red needs right now. Two balls now, 0 strikes, 1 out. Runner on second. There's a strike right there. Nice one down the middle. Another strike. I thought this is Cam Ducot at the batting plate right now. I thought he could have swung at that one. It wasn't one of the faster pitches that we've seen, but decided not to, and now it's a 2-2 count. And that one a little low. So full count now, 2 strikes, 3 balls, 1 out, runner on second. We'll see if DeCo can come up with something here. He leaned in for that hit. It'll be foul. He's lucky he connected with that one because it did not look like a healthy swing there. So, stays alive at the plate. Connects with it there. It's going to be close, but the throw is there. So out at first. So now 2 outs. Runner on third. Gustafson did advance to third base. So another opportunity here for Tri-City Maroon to get a run in. They're relying on Johnny Slatt to do it for them. Pitch comes, connects with it, but the catch is there. So they allowed 2 runs. Obviously not the start we were hoping for, but after their meeting they recovered. Tri-City Red, that is, and left it at 2 runs, even though they were potentially in a vulnerable spot with a runner there on third. Other runners throughout the inning that had gotten on base, one of whom attempted to go home, but they got him out. So definitely could have been worse, but again, you're in the hole at this juncture, down 2, and that's 2 runs that you're going to have to get in just to match, and so you're playing uphill, and that's something that Tri-City Red definitely do not want to do against a team who they lost by 10 points to. Pitcher out there for Tri-City Maroon right now is Sam Gordon. Somewhat of an interesting season given the way that the standings look right now, because it's tough to say whether there's one definitive dominant team, because you've seen Tri-City Red lose by 10 points to Maroon, but you've also seen them beat Rosetown twice just this season. Rosetown obviously has a better record than them, and so it just goes to show the unpredictability of the game of baseball and these teams. Just who they match up well against is interesting to see. But Tri-City Red will be up at bat again. And this is Sawyer Anderson at the plate right now. Season batting average so far of 35. He's been a pretty good runner for Tri-City Red when he gets on base. He's picked up 4 runs over the course of the season. Clocks one there. It goes over the head of the first baseman. There's nobody at first base to catch him, so he'll be safe at first. Solid base hit for Tri-City Red. And we just talked about how Anderson has been a good runner for Tri-City Red. He's now on base. He's in a position to play to one of his strengths. Carter Byers now at the plate. See if he can connect with one as well. He does. Over the head of the shortstop. And it'll be, again, solid base hit. So now you have two runners on first and second. Up at bat now is Sean Peterson. Sean Peterson, he's looking at 3 RBIs this season, 5 runs himself. So another player who, when he gets on base, really does a good job. Tries to bunt, and it goes about as poorly as it could have gone. You know, foul ball caught by the catcher, and so that's going to be an out for Tri-City Red. It's unfortunate because if it had been in play, you might be looking at bases loaded right now instead of you're looking at an out. Good contact there, but it's foul. And this is number 9, Robbie Price. Robbie Price has had a real nice season with batting average of 43, one of the stronger batters on this Tri-City Red team. Didn't swing at that one. A very nice pitch. And he's looking at 2 strikes. 2 runners, though, still out there, first and second, 1 out. Connects with it there. It's a high ball. This one should be catchable for Tri-City Maroon. And they do catch it. And so that's going to be 2 outs now. Neither of the runners were able to advance. So if you're Tri-City Red here, you want to be able to, with 2 people on base, at least get 1 run, try to cut into this lead so that it can't grow further than it is. And Leon Berlin is who's at bat to try to accomplish just that for them. Foul ball, so that'll be 2 strikes. And that one is out to right field. It is caught. That's going to be 3 outs. And Tri-City Red, despite some nice base hits, are unable to score at the top of the second inning. So Maroon will come back out, try their hand at batting again, try to expand their 2-0 lead right now. And you know, again, you can't let it get out of control. Back on a number of weeks ago when Maroon played, when these 2 teams faced each other before, it was a game that you know, Tri-City Maroon was always ahead, and Tri-City Red was just clawing to stay in there. But it went 7 innings and ended up being a 10-point victory for Tri-City Maroon. But you don't want that if you're Tri-City Red, just constantly having to dig yourself out of the hole. And that happens when you let the lead get too out of control. And Tri-City Maroon is a team that has vulnerability. It's a team that Tri-City Red can beat. And they've just got to, again, not beat themselves and not let it get out of control. They're going to need runs of their own, though. And now here in the bottom of the second, Maroon will have a chance to expand their lead. And the first person up there to try to do just that is Brady Donnelly. And a nice hit down left field there, and he'll easily get to first base. So a solid base hit for Donnelly on Maroon. Now Ethan Kudrowski up. He is not one of the stronger batters on this Tri-City Maroon team. And he went for a bunt there, and it was very close to getting Donnelly, who was at first base, out, but didn't happen. Got back safe, but the attempted bunt by Kudrowski did not work. So 1 strike. Good contact there. And it's going to be a foul ball. Would have been a huge hit had that stayed inbounds. That would have been huge for Kudrowski, who, like we said, is not one of the stronger batters on the Maroon team. That comes down, you're looking at probably at least 2 bases for himself and for Donnelly, who's on first. But now he's looking at 2 strikes. And that ball is going to be wide. Inside pitch there. Another foul ball, so he's staying alive with these 2 strikes here. Still staying alive with foul balls. That one was close, like it could have been called either way, but they call it a ball. So full count now, 2 strikes, 3 balls, 0 outs. You got a runner on first. Swings at that one, it's high, it's missed, but they will get the out at second. So Of course, you know, Donnelly had to wait to see if that ball would be caught. It looked like he was confident it would be. When it wasn't, he wasn't prepared to run all the way to second, so it's going to be out there at second. And but Kudrowski does get on to first. So they have a runner out there. Up at bat for Maroon is Jordan Koch. And Jordan, also a very strong runner when he gets on base. Batting average sort of, and the throw is missed. And so Kudrowski will advance, and looking good for Maroon here is that easily could have been certainly an out, but possibly even a double play. So what could have been a double play turns into a base hit for Koch and an advancement to third base for Kudrowski, leaving Jack Townsend, who is a rather strong hitter for this batter for this Maroon team, up to give some of his teammates here a chance to pile onto this lead. One out. Just a bunt. Not work. The one thing so far that hasn't worked for Maroon is the bunting. An attempted steal of second, again a blown throw, or rather catch. Whoever you want to fault for that, but these low throws that aren't getting there are killing this Tri-City Red team, and it's allowing Maroon to build their lead now up 3-0. The runner on second, one out. Just a little outside, so now Townsend is looking at a full count, 2 strikes, 3 balls. Got a teammate on second, and he'll walk. So a couple costly mistakes there lead to at least one run in for Tri-City Maroon here in the bottom of the second, but they might still have more in the tank because it's just one out. They got 2 runners out there, and a great hit there. Yeah, splits the outfielders, and we might see 2 people come home. The throw comes in, you got a second runner, and that's 2 more runs for Tri-City Maroon, who is looking to do what they did to this Tri-City Red team last time, which is just run them out of the water, get a sizable lead early on, and not give them the opportunity to come back, but continue to expand their own lead as they now lead 5-0. Still just one out, runner on second. Strike. MJ Kohler Lehman is back at bat. Let's see if he can continue his hot start for Maroon. There's A line drive. The shortstop misses it, but recovers and gets it to first base for the out. So a good recovery there by the shortstop, and they get their second out here. The runner, that's Blashin, is still on second base. 2 outs now. Elliot Gustafson is up. Just on the outside of the box there, they'll call that a strike. 1 strike. Another one right on the edge of that box. So these are some good pitches. They're just catching that strike box on the outside. Strike zone, pardon me, on the outside. And so now he's looking at 2 strikes, 0 balls. And that's going to be foul. So Gustafson trying to keep himself alive here. He's staring down an intimidating count of 2 strikes and 0 balls. This ought to be an out here at first. It is, and we will head to the top of the 3rd inning, but an impressive start for Tri-City Maroon as they head into the top of the 3rd with a 5-0 lead. And again, you know, I can't say it enough, but a lot of this has to be attributed to Tri-City Red kind of beating themselves. You know, these low throws to second base, these blown catches or ground balls that allow the Maroon runners to advance a base. I mean, those are the little things that ultimately win or lose games. And right now, Maroon is winning those things. So, Tri-City Red has got a hole to dig out of now at 5-0. And you know, the previous game between Rosetown and Hamlin Purple started a similar way, where Hamlin Purple scored 4 early runs between the 1st and 2nd inning, but then they didn't score the rest of the game. They didn't get another run the rest of the game. So, you know, it is possible to adjust, of course, and keep a team from scoring, but it's difficult if you're not scoring yourself, which is what we saw happen. Hamlin Purple was able to hang on to their lead throughout the whole game. Rosetown could never quite come back. So we could be seeing a similar thing here, as Maroon scored 5 here in the first 2 innings and has been pitching quite well. There's a swing and a miss there for number 15, Ethan Goldman. So 2 big strikes to start his count. Got a piece of it there. strike them out. You know, and we talked about the Hamlin Purple versus Rosetown game. You know, Hamlin Purple arguably got kind of lax. They just sat on their lead, just coasting on that, and that's what can lead to comebacks. Fortunately for them, it didn't there with Rosetown, but it's something to take note of for Tri-City Maroon in this situation. Of you don't want to get so comfortable that you stop making the extra effort plays and start making the mistakes. You know, you don't want to find yourself in that situation. You got to keep the intensity up, keep the pressure on Tri-City Red, and say, you know, if you're going to come back, you're going to have to beat us. We're not just going to hand it to you. And looking good right now for pitcher Jamison Snyder, as 2 strikes, 1 out, and that was close. Thought that could have gone either way in the strike zone, but it's called a ball. So 2 strikes, 1 ball, 2 balls, excuse me. And a swing and a miss, so another strikeout there. So the arm of Jamison Snyder looking real good here early on. And Tri-City Red in another hole, 2 outs, nobody on base. And it's been 2 strikeouts, so it hasn't, it's not like Tri-City Red is connecting on these and it's a pop out or fly out or ground out. It's just been strikeouts, which is the toughest kind of out. And there, a huge hit. That's going long, but it's caught by the center fielder, and we will head to the bottom of the 3rd with Tri-City Red unable to get a run in, unable to get anybody on base. So it's concerning if you're Tri-City Red. Here we go, bottom of the 3rd, 2 strikeouts and a fly out. You know, you got to stop Tri-City Maroon from getting runs, and so far that hasn't happened. But you need to get runs in somehow, and having Maroon take care of business that quick, 2 strikeouts and a flyout, that's not gonna get the job done. So you need to now match on this other end here, and so far you haven't. And Maroon is likely going to continue to put the pressure on. We're starting with Cam DeCote. He's one of the ones that came in running in to help them get this lead. Ready to go here. See if Cam DeCote can find himself on base again. Again, an excellent runner. He's had a good season. He's hit 10 singles, gotten 6 runs. So, you know, that's his job, is to get on base and then do the running. That's where he excels. And here he has a chance. It's going to be close. He doesn't try for it, and so DeCote will get one of his patented singles there. He's on first base. Again, very skilled runner. Got to watch him. But here we go. Already a runner on base for Maroon. No outs. I thought a play could have been made there. I mean, you at least got to try to make that throw if you're the third baseman of Tri-City Red. You know, maybe it doesn't get there, but you got to at least give your first baseman a chance there. But up at the plate is Johnny Slack. And another base stolen on an errant pitch, and if Johnny doesn't duck for that one, he's walking to first base because that would have hit him. But regardless, now you have a runner on second, and yet another pitch gone wild that you can't be making those mistakes. So. But a good strikeout there, Johnny Slack will head back to the dugout. And coming up to bat here is Brady Donnelly. He was one of the runners that we saw in that impressive second inning. And he gets a hit down the third base line, and that throw will be there. So now 2 outs, runner on second. Looks like a fairly good recovery here for Tri-City Red. And it's Ethan Kudrowski. And another person who had a nice hit earlier on. Swing and a miss. That didn't look like the cleanest swing. Like he sort of reconsidered in the middle of that swing that he wanted to do it, but that'll be a strike. Errant pitch. He's there. He's safe at third. You know, and these wild pitches, they're coming when he throws it low. That's been the problem, is the catcher bounces and the catcher can't properly adjust to the bounce that it takes off the ground. And so a good pitch there, but I think, you know, if you're gonna throw these balls, these ones that aren't in the strike zone, you know, throw it so your catcher has a chance to make a play on it at least. Not ones where he has to go chasing for it or try to adjust to its bounce or anything like that. So runner on third, 2 strikes, and a great, would have been a great hit if it stayed in bounds, but foul ball there. But you just see, even in the foul balls, that Tri-City Maroon is connecting more with the balls, getting better contact with these pitches than Tri-City Red is. And another errant pitch, and a runner coming home, and a brutal series of events there as you get the batter walking to first, and another run scored for Tri-City Maroon. 6-0. Good hit there. The shortstop can't pick it up. That's a base hit. You know, that was coming fast enough to where maybe you say, even if he holds on to it, he wouldn't have got it to the first baseman in time. And here we get another meeting with the pitcher. But yeah, this is not looking good for Tri-City Red. And they will look to bring in a new pitcher for that very reason, I believe. As Sam Moen will head to the dugout. Obviously, you know, you're down 6-0 in the bottom of the third. Tri-City Maroon hasn't gone an inning without scoring at least one run, and you got to make some kind of change. But you know, for all of the wild pitches that Moen threw, there's other mistakes being made by this Tri-City Red team. Ground balls that should be picked up by the shortstop, by the second baseman, aren't there. The effort plays where you get to a ball and you maybe assess the situation and you say, I'm not going to get this throw in time to get the runner out. But you try anyway, just to see, you know, because it might get there, you know, and even if it doesn't, you know, the effort is there. And so it's those little things that prove to be the X factors in these games. And now you're facing a 6-0 deficit. You really have to come back. You're not finding a way to score yourselves. At least you got to stop the other team from continuing to grow this lead. It hasn't happened. So you get a new pitcher in there. You see if that throws the Tri-City Maroon batters off a little bit. And see if you can redirect the course of this game, because right now all the momentum is on Tri-City Maroon's side, and they don't seem to be letting up at this point. So here we go, the new pitcher is ready to go, and Jack Townsend is up to bat. 2 outs, runner on first. Runner on first and second, excuse me. So, Jack Townsend trying to keep the run alive here at the bottom of the third. And that pitch inside, so 2 balls. Three balls, 0 strikes. So a favorable count for Jack Townsend here. And he will walk, bases loaded. So rough situation for Tri-City Red. I mean, you have the 2 outs. There's, you know, you got to get this strikeout here. You can't allow Maroon to have another multiple run inning. First pitch is a ball. Pitch. Up at bat is Cody Glasheen. We've seen him hit a couple good ones already. Big swing there, so 2 strikes. You've got to close this out if you're a Tri-City Red. Carter Byers is the pitcher right now for Tri-City Red. You've got to get a strike here. Swing there, and the ball comes back our way. So, staying alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases are loaded. Can Cody Lachine bring anyone else home here for Tri-City Maroon? Pitch comes, and crowd didn't like the call. They call it a strike, so he struck out. Definitely was on the edge of that strike zone, but they get bailed out. Tri-City Red gets bailed out. Strikeout call, and we will go into the top of the 4th with the score 6-0. Tri-City Red has to come up with something here, because it's not looking pretty. It's looking like this could easily grow into the 10-point margin of victory that Maroon had in their first matchup this season. But we'll see. You know, you had bases loaded with a good batter up there from Maroon, and you were able to stave it off. So, you know, look at that positive come out, but you got to start getting hits. It hasn't come easy for Tri-City Red on the batting end. The pitches have been very good. Tri-City Maroon is sticking with Jamison Snyder out there. Don't know why you change him. He held Tri-City Red scoreless up until this point, so keep him in there. We are ready to get going here. Up at bat for Tri-City Red is Nate Edelman. Nate, not probably, per the statistics, the best batter on this Tri-City Red team. Let's see if he can get out to a good hit here to start this inning. And a blown play by Maroon. That easily should have been an out. But the second baseman just couldn't properly position himself for that throw, and Edelman gets a base hit. So we have a runner on first now, 0 outs. Good chance to try to start cutting into this lead, which you're going to need to. You know, I hesitate to bring this up lest I jinx anything, but the mercy rule is a 10-point margin after the 5th inning. So if this Maroon margin grows anymore, I'm thinking about that, but there's a hit. It would have been a foul ball, but instead it's off. That's the first out. So made good contact with it. It would have been foul anyway, but it's an effort play. You know, as the left fielder, you can't. If you have a chance to make a play on the ball, you got to do it, and that's what he did. He could have left it just go foul. It would have been a strike. He decided to commit to it. Got there. Got it out. So 1 out. Edelman there is on first base. Edelman, you can tell, wants to put the pressure on Jamison Snyder, the pitcher. Doesn't want to make his job easy. Almost attempted to steal. But you're up 6-0, but the game's not over. And right now, you got a very good runner on first base. You're looking at a full count. And they'll walk them. So 2 runners out there now for Tri-City Red. 1 on first, 1 on second. 1 out. And up to bat for Tri-City Red is Sam Handelsman. Sam is having a pretty good season, batting average of 33. Swing there, gets a tick of it, but it'll be a foul ball. Strike 1. Swing and a miss there, so that's strike 2. Huge hit there. Will the left fielder get there? He does. But the runner will advance to third for Tri-City Red. But man, if you're Tri-City Red, you wish that one would have come down for you. Instead, you find yourself at 2 outs. Decent position with the runners. You got a runner on first. You got a runner on third. And the weight is on Robbie Price to bring one of them home. Robbie Price, definitely one of the superior batters on this team, so if ever there was going to be a chance for Tri-City Red here to cut into this lead a little bit, right now would be it. Strike. Miss, there's strike 2. 2 strikes, 1 ball. Attempted steal. It's going to be out. So, gambled on the steal. It did not work. And Tri-City Maroon, again, continues to hold Tri-City Red scoreless. It was a good opportunity. You know, again, I like the mindset of being aggressive for Tri-City Red, but I don't know. I say that one you leave up to your batter. Your batter puts it in play, you get a runner coming home. But because you attempted that steal, now that opportunity is gone. And now Maroon has a chance to expand their lead even more. They've scored in every inning. That is a trend that Tri-City Red is going to need to break. But Yeah, I mean, for Tri-City Red, you know, it's a combination of two things that certainly are not the recipe for success, which is Tri-City Maroon is playing extremely well, and you're making mistakes you shouldn't be making. The combination of those two things isn't going to work out too well for you. So we need to see a reversal from Tri-City Red here. Though at the top of this inning, you weren't able to score any runs. So you gotta do your part in the bottom now and keep Maroon from growing this lead any further. So first at bat for Tri-City Maroon here in the bottom of the fourth is MJ Kohler-Lehman. One ball, one strike. So umpire calling some of these strikes. They look a little inside, but they may still be catching that strike zone. But regardless, Kohler-Lehman is looking at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count for him. Big hit there. It's a high one. Comes down. Fly out. So good first out for Tri-City Red. That's what you look for. Good way to start. This bottom of the fourth, but the Maroon's not done yet. Need 2 more. And Elliot Gustafson, who's had a good night, is up to the plate. Two high pitches there. Inside pitch there. 3 balls, 0 strikes. So favorable count for Gustafson here, and he'll take a walk. First base. Which will bring up Cam DeCo. Had a good game also. See if they can continue to do some damage on this Tri-City Red team. Start there with the strike. Gustafson keeping the pitcher on his toes. It looked like definitely a playable ball. If he picks that up, that's a throw to first. That's an out. But instead, you got 2 runners out there now for Maroon. And I mean, that's what I've been talking about is those plays that should be made that just aren't, those small mistakes that get a player on base when they otherwise wouldn't. Those are what kill you. And now you got 1 out with two Maroon players on base. Johnny Slack up at bat. He's not the strongest batter for Maroon, but the way Maroon has been playing, been able to take advantage. Everybody, every player has been able to take advantage of this Tri-City Red team. So. And again, another count of 3 balls, 0 strikes for Johnny Slack. That'll be a strike there. And a big hit there. That'll come down. That's an excellent hit, and runs will come home. So 2 runs will come home. That's a triple for Johnny Slack. An excellent hit. Score now 8-0. Yeah, I just think it's not Tri-City Reds night. You know, you saw even when that ball came down in the outfield, the right fielder, when he went to pick it up with his hands, slipped the first time. I mean, those are things that, even though it just takes a second to recover that, by that, you know, by that 1 or 2 seconds passing, people are already closer to the bases. People are already coming home. So it just hasn't been there for Tri-City Red so far tonight. 8-0 is not a hole that's easy to climb out of when you're talking about bottom of the 4th inning. Only 1 out. Still room for Maroon to grow this lead even in this inning. But up at bat now is Brady Donnelly. Another strike, so good strike out there. Definitely one Donnelly should have swung on, decided not to. And so that'll be 2 outs. Ethan Kudrowski is up at bat. First pitch coming at him is a ball. And a good hit there. Will it come down? It will not. So good catch there. Stops what would have been another run coming in. Could have made it 9-0. But stops it at 8-0 as we head into the top of the 5th. And they, Tri-City Maroon is keeping Jamison Snyder out there again. I don't see any reason why you would change that. He has held Tri-City Red scoreless up until this point, and Maroon is up 8-0. And you know, again, we brought it up before, but the mercy rule is after 5 innings, if you're up 10 at any point. They call it. Or if you're up 10 at your next at bat, they call it. So that is within striking distance for Tri-City Maroon, but Tri-City Red will come out and try to do some damage, try to cut into it a little bit. But Jamison Snyder has been pitching excellently. Overall, the Maroon team has played an excellent game. And it's just been their night, and it hasn't been Tri-City Red. here at the top of the fifth. Up for Tri-City Red is number 9, Robbie Price. Robbie Price, one of the better batters for this Tri-City Red team. Let's see if he can get something going for him here at the top of this fifth. Strikes. 1 strike, 1 ball. Big swing there. That'll be 2 strikes, 1 ball. And another swing there. Strike him out. So Jamison Snyder continues to be a pain for this Tri-City Red team as they've been able to do nothing with his pitching. And they start at the top of this fifth here with 1 out, 0 people on base. Strike. Just checking on the pitcher after that one. Everybody has those butterfingers from time to time. Obviously, there's not a single thing you can hold against Jamison Snyder in this game so far. He's played as brilliantly as he could have, and finds himself looking at a 2 strike, 1 ball count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Coming at Liam Verleen. A nice hit there. That one will come down. It'll be at least a base hit. And a solid one for Liam Verleen. And he'll hand it over to Ethan Goldman. Swing there. That pitch definitely had some heat on it. So that'll be a strike. Pitch was inside. So they got a runner on first, Tri-City Red. Runner on first, 1 out. Can they get anything going here? That a good one, but they call it a ball. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Big hit here. Left fielder's gonna make a try for it. Gets it. And he has to come all the way back to first. And it's a double play. Oh man, those are the mistakes that kill you. You know, he didn't think the left fielder was going to come down with it. Started running and got in between second and third base before he realized he had to come all the way back to first and didn't get there in time. So the double play by Tri-City Maroon leads to a very intimidating bottom of the fifth here, as presumably Tri-City Maroon gets 2 more runs. This game is ending early. And, you know, it's so interesting how these seasons play out. You know, it feels like Tri-City Maroon is just a foil for Tri-City Red. Tri-City Red has a better record, and we've certainly seen them play exceptionally well against teams like Rosetown, which have a better record than them. But then they come and they see Tri-City Maroon, and it's like they're just the complete foil for them, and that's what it's been here tonight. 8-0. Maroon up to bat is Jordan Cope. And so pitch came too far inside. They're calling in basically hit him, so he'll walk to first. Which will bring up Jack Townsend, who's had a good night. And another blown catch there by the catcher leads to a steal of second base. You know, and it's hard to tell from our angle if it's the pitches that are coming in low or if it's the catcher not quite getting his mitt or his glove right on the ball. But there's just been way too many missed catches here. And a hit there. Let's see if they get there. They do, so that's a solid out. Runner on second. This will bring up Cody Glasheen. And a solid hit there. Does this bring him home? He's going to go for it. No, he's not. Thought he was. I was excited to think he was. I was wrong. Played it safe, and we'll stay at third. Obviously, there's no need to take the risk. You have a comfortable cushion of 8-0, and there's only 1 out, and your batters have been hitting well. So just play it safe, stay at third. On the next hit, make a run for it. A low pitch there leads to a steal of second. So runners on second and third. A hit that brings both of them home would end the game. This is again MJ Kohler-Lehman. Comes, that's a nice strike. 3 balls, 1 strike, I believe is the count. And a good hit there. Can he get there? He can't get there, and this might be the game. 2 runners come home. It's going to be the 10-0 score, and that will in fact end the game there early at 5th inning. Maroon just got out to too big and early of a start for Tri-City Red to put a dent into it, and it just got worse and worse from there. Again, super interesting to see how teams can just be foils for each other and seem to play well against certain teams and not so much others. But a really good win for Tri-City Maroon. They played very well. Tri-City Red made a lot of mistakes that they shouldn't have made, and certainly part of the reason they lost is as a result of those mistakes they made themselves. So, but that will be your final score, 10-0. Tri-City Maroon will take it. Thank you for watching 9North Sports. I've been your announcer, Alan Susko. It's been great to commentate and announce for you this evening, and can't wait to see you on the next broadcast, 9North Sports.